Carnival Friday, I'm gonna take care of you specifically to get you in your costume and have this amazing a lifetime experience. Once people start playing mass, they feel like they wouldn't want to stop. You want to come back every year, and especially with that added level of personalization we're gonna give you, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy yourself. So the band, I like to say, I'm the third generation. So the band unofficially started with my dad's oldest brother in the 40s. But as a organized band, because Carnival itself changed, people used to just make the costume and go out as an individual or a group, or in Indian mass we call it a shant inside because it didn't have electronic music. So you have to learn to sing and dance and do the things all through the choreography. So during the 40s, my dad's older brother started the group with his neighbors and his friends and other brothers. My dad actually had 7 brothers. So about 5 of them used to play mass out of the 7. So my dad used to look up at them as his older brothers, and he would try on the costume during the year and stuff like that, and they say, well, he have it. And there's a funny story of he was waiting for his older brother to make one of the costumes, him to bend the wire, and he couldn't wait because he was working offshore. So he said, you know what, I'm going to do it because time running out, we have the competition and stuff like that. And he bent the wire, and the older brother came home and said, who did this? Like, you know, like, well, who did this? So everybody's scared to say, well, his dad did it. He's like, when he see it, he said, what's the problem? He said, now you need me again, man. You're the boss now. He did it so good. So the band became organized in the late 70s. So this year is actually our 49th year as a band. So we started
49 years?
49 years this year. So it was structured then. He had dad and his friends had each a section, and they became Lionel Jagessar and Associates. And we operated, we've won every competition in Carnival so far except the National King of the Band. And we've taken costumes to every continent in Trinidad, in the world, from right here from San Fernando. So, and we rebranded in 2015 to become Jagessar Costumes. That's when the family, the next generation, which is me and my brother and sisters, came up. You know, we now are the board. Dad and mom are still there as the consultants. Dad was also the head designer until he passed. And yeah, so we continue all until now as Jagessar Costumes.
Oh, so the history is strong then.
Yes, very much.
Real strong.
Yeah. So, and this year you would notice that it's not totally fancy Indian, because I wanted to encourage anybody else to play in the band, because we are kind of known for being fancy Indian and traditional master. When people think about the traditional master, they think it's a lot of clothes and it's heavy and you have to be in the choreography and stuff. But on the band on Carnival Day, anybody is welcome to come and play master. So you will see the costumes are more. One of the sections is a modern version of a real Native American costume. One of them is like the style that we have, which is a niche in between conventional and traditional, and one of them is just a costume. Because if you see it by itself, you would not be able to understand the theme unless you see it together with the other theme. So I gave a wide range